Yes, blessed people. Jadi at it again, doing what we do best, you know. Here we have some jerk some chicken on the fire, jerking, you know. This is our little job at the moment. I was doing a little bit of demonstration earlier and, hoping that when someone, watch the video, although it was very short, they may learn something, something that maybe they wanted was to try. Summertime coming up, you have many people they really, consume meat, stuff like that. So I guess they would really want to give it a try. Some of them always, would go and buy the jerk chicken wherever itself, the barbecue jerk. But by seeing someone doing it and telling you what to do, you know, you might, want to give it a try. You never know. You try until you get it right, but in time like this, especially when things is so expensive, you don't want to keep try because that means you will be wasting money buying the chicken, buying the coal, wasting your time, keep trying when you could have really look at what someone else is doing, not just my video alone, but you have many other different videos, obviously on the social media and on YouTube, showing stuff like this, what I am doing. So, like I said, I only hope it help ones and ones who would love to give it a try. You know, when you go on like picnic stuff like that, and take your local coal, your portable barbecue tray, and remember, make sure to have a little water to put out the coal when you are finished. Wherever you are camping or going, you have some park area that really do accept, people to do barbecue jerk. They have the facilities, around the park area. I know of one such. It's not like a park, but it is like a. Oh, it's a place called Fairy Meadows. Very beautiful place. I think it's located in the east part of Peterborough. I'm not really sure if it's east or south, but I know it's that side of the country of Peterborough. So you find, facilities there. You got the river right next to you. You got so much different scenery. Most people go with their family to have a picnic, stuff like that, or a day out, you know. So they got facilities there that contain these sort of stuff what you're doing, jerk chicken, cooking outside. But remember, as the time get hot and more hotter for the summer, whenever time you go to these places and you do your barbecue, remember to have a little water to put out your coal because you don't want to catch the place afire. You know, when the fire degrade, the fire engine could have, gone somewhere else to attend to a different emergency. They have to now come to attend to something that someone should have used common sense to know that, put out the coal because you got dry grasses around you. Remember the time is hot. maybe not getting enough rain. So obviously you will find stuff like that happen where the grass is easy to lit by the simplest little spark, you know. So that is for ones and ones who planning to do camping and cooking and hiking and picnicking and want to do cook. Even for those who smoke cigarette, be careful how you throw away your end of your cigarette when you are finished. Because throwing it somewhere where it's dry, bushy, then it catch everything on fire. So you must always remember that. Common sense, common sense. So we all got to use it, our common sense. Yes, I'm taking a little break around that side, run around there and come back quickly to get something. Make sure these chickens stay moist, not to get them dried out. So we kinda not to have them exactly over the fire. The part of the fire where it's so hot, so we try to remove them a bit from too much of this heat. Trying to let them soak properly. Yes. So checking every one of them. You know, it can be time consuming, but when you know what you're doing, you know, it doesn't really seem that all pressuring. Because sometimes I end up do like 2, 3 boxes of chicken, jerk chicken. So like when the brother here had have any catering going on, then we would look after like anywhere from 3 to 4 boxes of chicken and take. So yeah. But yes, let I just step aside for a minute. Yes, we are back again. Sorry for the quietness. As you know, sometimes when doing a video like this, or any other video to put on like especially YouTube, you have to know what music you are playing, and it's very hard to know what music got copyright issues, stuff like that. So even though you might hear a little music in the background, I tend to stay away from the sound of the music. I've got my as you can see, I've got my microphone here. So if I'm going that side where the music is, I switch my microphone off so it doesn't pick the sound of the music too much for YouTube to, find a fault, copyright issue. I mean, it's not their fault, the companies, the distributors of music and stuff like that, they got copyright issues on certain stuff. So obviously YouTube is just following that principle. So if any one of their members should put something up that has got a copyright issue, obviously YouTube will, restrict it based on the copyright issue. So it's not really YouTube fault, you know. It's just the distributors and the organization where the music is concerned, because it's not every music, you can just play as you like on certain platform, and you don't have problems. So I do get that at times, so that's the reason why I'm saying what I am saying. But yeah, sometimes I will do a video, and when it's not like live as this, where I can then edit. So what I will do, I will then edit certain thing out, and then I will put my own soundtrack in it. I've got certain instrumental version, dub version that has been given to me by a producer, you know, so I'll be able to use it without any worrying about any issue and copyright with YouTube. So yeah, that's it. So as you can see, the jerk is getting there, jerk chicken. Some of the chicken them is a little bit bigger than some. So the bigger they are, take a little bit more time to soak. You cannot, like rush it, like trying to place it on the heat of the fire so much. You have to just keep like leaving it aside and just let it soak. Because if you should put it there where I put it and leave it for too long, it can eventually start to burn rather than, soak. So you might see a little burn bit on this, on like on this bit here, but it's not literally burn. As you go like that, it's just the heat of the fire and the seasoning, the jerk seasoning. What is, of that little burn thing. So we take our time and do our thing the right way, not to rush. And over the years we get a certain experience, and yeah, we go along and we still take telling, because if there's someone else who been doing this thing for such a long time, more than me, and they said, well, do it that way, or it is best to do it this way or that way, who is me to tell them that you cannot, teach me or tell me anything? You're never too old to learn, and life is a learning experience as we go along. So yeah. Yes, we're doing what we do best. Mhm. Moving birds around. Some of them, don't really need to be so close to the everlasting heat from the cold. So, yeah. When we finish now, when we kind of think that with them, like most of them almost jerk, finish cooking, we place them aside and kind of pull back the coal back one side and we kind of damp them so that they keep moist and soak. But yeah, that is it so far. I'm just gonna damp him a bit. Just, not the fire literally, just the chicken. So it don't dry it out. So I will be stepping aside for a short moment again. So my viewers and subscribers, I really hope, even if you're not watching the live now, when I'm finished doing the live, obviously I will post it up. So, sometime there, I know you will maybe catch up on some of these videos. Thank you very much. Yes, I am back again, checking up on these birds. Obviously, I kind of place them in a certain position so that they won't get dried out. Yeah, so that's what's been happening here. So you can start to remove some of the fire back this side now, as you can see. Because we don't want too much fire on this side, because this is the side here where I'm going to put the rest of chicken to soak, as they don't need no extra heat. They just need to be soaked, to be like maybe about 20 minutes on this side to soak out with just that minimum heat. Yeah, so this one I will leave that one there, because all you know when a chicken is thing, when you stick the fork through it and then you look and then you don't see any of that redness and stuff like that, and nothing tipping out of it, then you know it's almost ready. So you put it aside. So because if you just leave it there, or then you think that it's ready, when you chopped it in the bone, it's going to have those bits coming out. So I am putting them here, and make sure that all the fire is pulled back on the left hand side, on this side here. So on my left, I'm pulling the fire back. Yes. So that way nothing don't get burned. So yeah. And I just place that one there and just leave them for a little time. Let the heat, that low heat, finish them with a little damp of water so that they don't dry out. And more get that sort of like steaminess. So because I'm on the outside doing this, and then I will be on the inside doing in the kitchen part. So this is almost finished. What I'm going to do, I'm going to gather my things that I've got outside that I need to take back inside, my camera and the camera stand, stuff like that. So I will be going back that side in a few moments. So yes, this is Jody doing his thing, and we thank you once more, viewers, subscribers. Even if you don't get to see this live at the moment, but you can end up watching it sometime later on, whether tomorrow, next week, or whenever. I hope that you may can see some of this video and learn something from it. So it's only one person inside, so I will have to can't spend all the days all the time outside here, so I will have to go back inside to help out in the kitchen. So I'm gonna end this live in a minute, so that when I go inside, I'm gonna start a different live, just in case they copyright and stuff. This live, it don't get to reach where it's supposed to go in the world. So let us end it. Jadi said bye for now. See you in a few moments. Respect.